Good morning, everyone. It's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is Saturday, April 12th. It's 10:02 in the morning. I've had a little bit of a delay getting on here. This is take two. Hopefully I am the right way and I'm not sideways. Let me double check. Give me just a second. Can you see me okay? Yes, now you can. Yay. Okay. So, if you're scrolling through Facebook world and you can see me, stop by, say hi. If you see the red live button up in your top left-hand corner, then I'm here. I'm on right now. You're seeing me live. If you don't see the red live button, then you're just watching a replay. And if you comment over in the replay section and just let me know that you stopped by and said hi, that would be great just as well. I'm going to try to get straight here. We're making these cute little mini Easter egg baskets. I think they are adorable. They fit about 6 little pieces of candy in there. Good size Easter eggs. These are the Hershey chocolate eggs. So, is there anybody hopping on yet? Let me make sure you can hear me. Give me just a second. And let me make sure I can see live comments. Okay, you can hear me. Live chat. And I'm still just a little cockeyed, I think. Am I good there? Scoot myself up a little bit. All right. Anybody out there yet? I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm trying to be awake this Saturday. Last Saturday I was not. No, I guess it was the Saturday before, because last Saturday I did the last chance list, and that went pretty well. I was pretty on top of it. The week before that, not so much. Okay, I'm still... Ugh. Let me see how many times I can move this and make you guys dizzy. I should have just left it alone. There's such a delay in Facebook. So, okay, maybe now. All right, I think we're good enough. Let's go ahead and get started. Not that these Easter baskets are hard to make or time consuming at all. You can make several of them quite quickly. I'm going to move these out of the way real quick. I'll bring those back in here in just a little bit. I just want to go over some housekeeping stuff. Again, there's 3 levels of creativity. Stampin' Up! Offers something for everyone. There are kits for our beginners with step-by-step instructions. However, I'll be honest, I'm an advanced scrapper. I've been scrapbooking for a long time, card making for a long time, and I love our kits. So sometimes you just need a jumping off point, something to get your mojo started, and I pull out those kits all the time. So then we also have our quick and easy options, our mix and match section, and those are kind of for the intermediate. You can pick from this card base and this little die cut and put a sentiment on there, and it all matches. That's why I love Stampin' Up! That's what got me on the Stampin' Up! Train years ago, was everything matched. You didn't have to think about, well, does this paper match with this ribbon? Does this? They have color families, and their cards, their inks, their papers, all of that matches. So then last we have Creativity Your Way, Anything Goes. And that's for our advanced, just want to feel rogue and go on your own, and you can create with anything in that catalog that you want. So you just piece it all together, whatever floats your boat. Speaking of our kits, we do offer a monthly subscription kit. They used to be $25. They're going to $27. I think starting April 11th, I believe. So yesterday. If you want to be surprised, this is a surprise every month. We don't get to see the whole kit. We get sneak peeks. So these are our sneak peeks for the next 3 months. I love all 3 of them. All 3 of them will be coming to my house. So this first one is Inked Occasions. It has that alcohol watercolor look. You have to be subscribed by April 10th, which was last Thursday. So if you guys did not hop on that board, sorry. The next one, I'm just going to go ahead and remove that, is Mountain Majesties. This is going to be a great one for Father's Day or any masculine, manly cards that you need to make, birthdays. But it has a very pretty nature look. Some mountains, a lake, some trees. I'm very excited about this. That one you have to be subscribed before May 10th. And then Full of Charm. You have to be subscribed by June 10th. And again, this has kind of a stained glass look to me. I can't wait for this one. So, and some watercolor look. We do have some dies that go with this. This is an add-on. It does not come with the Paper Pumpkin kit. But if you're on the website, you can put in item number 166238. And these dies will come up. This die right here coordinates with the May. That coordinates with the June, and that coordinates with the April kit. Again, our paper pumpkins are a surprise, so this is all we get to see. Usually, they are 9 cards, 3 of each design, but every once in a while, it is something different, so you never know. They come all wrapped in tissue, and if you've never seen me unbox it, go back to some of my older videos, my kit videos. Excuse me. And you can see that. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Teresa. So, it's a nice little gift to ourselves sometimes. All right. Real quickly, just want to talk about what's going out, what's coming in. We have a big, massive change May 6th, or is it May 5th? Let's see. Well, that doesn't help me. Hold on. Goodness gracious. May 6th. Teresa, are you yelling at me? May 6th, May 6th. Okay, so these are our current catalogs. These are going away. This is the scrapbooking brochure. There's 4 different scrapbook workshops in here. So, I went through the last chance list last week. There's only one of these that's leaving. It's the Everyday You and Me, which is my favorite one. Seriously. Oh, just drives me crazy. This is our mini catalog, or what we call our holiday catalogs. We come out with 2 of these a year. One in the January to April, and then one for the fall, so I think it goes September through December. Anyway, these are leaving, and then our annual catalog is leaving. So again, a lot of these items have been put on the last chance list. A lot of the items are discounted, so if there's been something you want, hopefully it's still there. This is while supplies last. Just go to www.stampinup.com, and it's over in the specials section. You can shop by the last chance products. You don't have to shop all the products. If you do shop all the products, the last chance ones will have a little red square and it'll say last chance on there. You guys doing good this morning? Are you awake? I've had my cup of coffee. I'm hoping I can do better than I did a couple weeks ago. There are also some products from these two catalogs still. I'm not sure if there's a whole bunch, but there are some. So this was our scrapbooking brochure. Again, it had 4 different kits in it. This was from last fall. And then this was our last fall holiday mini catalog. So make sure you go get what you want before it's gone, before it's too late. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. And we're making room for the new stuff. Teresa, have you put in your new catalog order yet? What was on your list? What's your favorite? I would love to know. Yep, woke up after class. Oh, that's right, Mom. You've already been up and out and you're so good. I got to get the blood pumping, the blood flowing. I have slow Saturday mornings. I cannot open this, but you can see the front and the back. The back shows a little bit of a sneak peek. That right there is a very pretty Stampin' die set. It's called Pretty Florals. And you know what? That paper right there is actually part of that same collection, the Pretty Florals. So, and that stamp set is part of the Pretty Florals. Those are the same dies. So, alrighty, let's get to getting. Let's get to crafting. Again, we're going to make these super cute little Easter mini treat baskets. These are great for coworker gifts, little teacher gifts. You got a little bestie, a best friend, you're someone close to you. It's just a little something. A little something extra special to brighten their day, and that's why we do what we do. I love creating gifts of love. I love bringing happiness to people, and this is something I love to do, and I like to share it and hopefully spread love, joy, and kindness to everyone. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Here's one kind of standing up. I kind of want to keep them on camera, but I'm really bad about that. It's like I don't have enough room. I need to learn how to work in a smaller environment. This is not a die. This is all just folding paper. We are using this beautiful pack of paper. I love our 6x6 packs. They are perfect. This is the Timeless Plaid. Bear with me a second. I'm going to turn on the fan. It's getting kind of hot in here with all these lights. Get some air movement. I'll probably be freezing here in a second. So in these 6x6 paper packs, 48 pieces of paper come. And sometimes there's 4 of 12, which that's what this one is. There's 12 different designs, 4 of each one. Sometimes there's 6 designs and there's 8 of each one. So they're packaged a little bit different each and every time. But this was part of the Easter suite. It went with the Storybook Moments suite. But you can buy the pack of paper on your own, separate. I'm going to flip through these real quick just to show you each of the patterns. So, of course, I love the plaid side the best. The other side is more of like a little checkered race flag. Here's one. Here's the back. There's one. Here's the back. There's one. I had a shirt like that in high school. I love that. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. And I love it that the backs coordinate especially when you're doing little totes or Easter baskets like this, little gift baggies, because the inside you see. So it kind of helps coordinate and tie it all together. Okay. I'm just going to pick one of these. I haven't done a color like that, so let's grab that one. And again, this is all about folding paper. So you don't need a die. Well, you probably didn't go to bed until, oh, Mom. It was, I think it was 12:30 this morning. Which there was nothing going on. I was not in my craft room working. It was totally on me. I was watching YouTube. Jason was in the living room playing some video game. And I was ready to go to bed, but for some reason I was waiting on him. I don't know why. I should have just I eventually turned off the lights and just went to bed. Okay, you're going to take your piece of paper and fold it in half. Just do it corner to corner so that you have a triangle. You are going to need a good bone folder. Because this is all paper folding, as you fold it and fold it and fold it, it gets harder and harder to fold and crease because it gets kind of thick. So, just FYI. So take your bone folder, burnish the edges, make sure you got a good crease. You don't have to pull out a paper trimmer. This is just me being persnickety. I'm going to do a 1/4 of a fold over. I'm just going to take this bottom piece and fold it over about 1/4 of an inch. So these little marks right here are 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to line this up. And I'm just going to take my score blade and score it like that. And I'm not going to put that away yet. I have noticed that if I don't use my score blade, that I don't get straight lines. And especially if you have pattern paper like this where there's a whole bunch of lines, you definitely want to make sure your lines are straight so everything matches up. I will have to say, before I go any further, I did not come up with this idea. So let me give credit where credit is due. I saw this on Sunny Day Stamping's blog. And the lady who owns that blog's name is Julie Baca, B-A-C-A. So that is where this idea came from. And it was so stinking cute, I had to share it. So, okay. Then we're going to take this and we're going to fold this again. So again, I'm going to pull in my trimmer. It looks like a little sailboat right now. I'm going to unfold this just to get that out of my way, but I'm going to come back over to this 1/2 of an inch line because we already did a 1/4, so now I'm going to do a 1/2, so another 1/4, and just score it again. And again, you don't have to, it's just me. So I'm going to pull that up. Now I'm going to fold this over again. And this is where it gets kind of, I mean, like that's a lot of paper that you're folding on top of. So that score just helps kind of keep everything the same. And I can kind of tell, it doesn't have to be perfect. You've got some wiggle room, but I can tell like this side is a little bit wider over here than this side. So it may cause me some issues later on. We'll see. Okay, so all we've done is folded it in half, point to point, folded it over a 1/4, and folded it over another 1/4. Are you guys with me so far? Now we're going to flatten that out. We're going to pull it apart. This is giving us our crease lines here in the middle. I'm going to hold that up so that you guys can see it. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fold or crease lines there. So we're going to take not this first crease line, but the second one. So here's our first one right here. We're not going to fold that one up. We're going to fold this second one right here up into a, what we call mountain. It's the high. And we're going to take it over on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're not going to fold this first one, but we're going to take this second one and fold it up. So you're left with something like this. Hopefully that makes sense. If you turn it over, it's a little bit easier. And you do want to make sure that this back piece right here is butted up and it's semi-straight. I can tell this part right here is not straight, so I want to fix that before we go any further. So the way I'm going to fix that is I'm going to pull this, fold this corner out if I can. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean here in a second. And you'll see later on why this is kind of important. I mean, it's, again, this is me being persnickety. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your basket's gonna be cute regardless. Okay, I'm trying to get this just right, and this is being a, okay. So all we've done, this might be easier to look from the back. We've folded this in to where these two pieces touch on the back. So on the front, we have something that looks like this. I don't even know what you would call it. Okay. So really, the only line that we still have from all those folds is here in the middle. It goes right down the middle. Do you guys see that line? I'm gonna hold it up close so that you guys can see it. Hopefully you do. If I were to take this, I could fold this very easily, but I don't want it folded. But you're gonna use that line to fold up to several times. So I wanna make sure that you guys know that that line, that crease, is right there in the middle, because I'll be talking about here in a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna take each corner and we are going to put it up to this first crease line. I'm just gonna put that point right up there, and we're going to make sure that it's straight. And again, if you weren't using such a plaid that has all the lines in it, you probably would not notice if it were straight or not. But then also the lines help you be straight, so there's a pro and a con. We're going to take this other one and do the same thing. We're going to put that up there to those points. So now this is our situation. So these points are touching this fold line, this first crease, on both of those sides. Are we all together? Then we're going to take this and we're going to bring it up here into the middle, into this middle crease line that I was talking about. And again, we want to get that as straight as possible. I'm going to try to bring it to me and not put my head in the camera. But I want to make sure I'm pretty close to that crease line. Use your bone folder, make some really crisp lines, some crisp folds. We're going to do the same thing to this side. And see how all these lines are matching up? We want that. It keeps us where we know we need to be. Oh, I just tore my paper. Don't do what I did. Okay. So we've got this situation on the back. And we've got this type of hot dog situation on the front. This reminds me of one of the Sonic, like, foot long in the bun. Here's your bun, here's your hot dog. Okay, we're going to take this and we're just going to take our fingers and break down the paper fibers. We're just going to kind of curl it. We're going to help it make our Easter basket because, again, this is paper, it's stiff. So just kind of curl it. This is going to help you when we go to create the basket. Okay. So now we have, I mean, you know, because we're going to, this right here, these 2 points are going to become our handles, and those just slide into each other. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this corner, these corners right here, and we are going to fold this corner into, again, this center fold line that we made way earlier. So we're going to do that to each side. Okay, so now we've got something like this. I am going to pull out my glue, my wet glue. This is the green tipped Tombow Mono Multi Liquid Glue. I've just put it in a little bottle just so it doesn't get clogged. And I'm just unfolding these little flaps. I'm going to put some glue here, and that's going to help me later on. I'm just going to fold them back over. And I have some little mini paper clips, clothespins, not paper clips, that I use in my office. So I'm going to stick these on here just to kind of, you could sit here and hold it if you want, but I got other things to do. No one's got time to be sitting here holding paper while glue dries. It does dry really, really fast, but you want to make sure that those are really good and stuck. Because if they're not, you're going to have problems on our next step. I'm going to put this off to the side, and we are going to work on the tag. Now, I have used Storybook Friends. Again, this is part of that same suite. And I have grabbed my pecan pie ink. I've grabbed some twine, or linen thread, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to grab, I forgot to grab me a little piece of scratch paper. Where is my basic beige? Right here. Let me grab it. Where did I put it? I must have grabbed it because it's missing. How weird. One moment, please. Did I put it on top? Very strange. Oh, it's right. Is that it? Nope. Well, guess I'm grabbing a new sheet. How strange. All right, so I'm using the Easter greetings. You could do Happy Spring. You could do Welcome and Not the Little One. You could do Somebody Loves You. Whatever floats your boat. And I'm just going to take this. I also think that these would make wonderful name table place settings. You could put a little one of these on everybody's plate and tell them where they're sitting. So I'm just gonna put that down there in the bottom. I'm gonna use the corner of the paper to my advantage. And on the name tags, I would just put this on the back and then their name on the other side. And I would put their name facing up like this. I'm gonna pull out my little trimmer. And just cut me a little bitty square. Just a little square. I might even come back here and cut a little bit off this bottom. Okay. I'm going to take my hole punch. This is not Stampin' Up, just something I have. And I'm going to punch a little hole kind of in the top corner of this. Like I said, you could make a whole bunch of these really fast, really easy. I'm going to take my twine that I pulled out, and I'm just going to run some twine through here. Leave myself enough to tie a bow. So I'm going to cut this off. You guys ready for Easter? I can't believe it's almost Easter. Okay, and I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to bring back in my little thing. This should have had plenty of time to dry. You'll know here in a second if it has or it hasn't, and it hasn't. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should put some more glue right there. Usually that is plenty of time for something like that to dry. Okay. And it doesn't look like it's gonna hold. Let me try that again. Maybe it will. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these two top flaps and you're gonna open those. You're gonna open these up and fold these up. So you're creating a little bowl. And see, we came undone over here. I think we'll be okay though. And this is why we kind of rounded it and shaped it earlier. It makes this part a little bit easier, a little bit smoother when you're trying to create that basket in the middle. And this again, it's why it's so important to have matching paper on the inside. Yes, I have a whole bunch of grass in mine, so you're not going to be able to see the inside, but you can a little bit. So you're going to fold these up, and then this is just going to slide inside of that for the handle, and it's all going to match. Let me see if I can talk and fold at the same time. Match up. And on most of these, I have not put any glue. You can put some glue. It looks like on this one, I'm gonna have to put some glue. It's not wanting to stay in there. Okay. And then you come in on the sides. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some glue. It's not wanting to stay. It says, nope, not today, not playing. Okay, so I just put some glue underneath that. This paper is really, it's because I'm on video. Nothing wants to work when I'm on video. I'm trying to fold that other piece, there we go, back in so that it matches up. So let me sit here and hold this for a second. I'll show you on these other ones I didn't have to glue them. So I don't know, maybe I didn't break down the paper fibers enough. Who knows? Okay, so now is it gonna play nicely? We're going to take these sides and we're just going to kind of fold these down. We're going to push the handle in with this little piece right here. And you can try to kind of make them the same, where they come up about the same. But again, they're so cute. No one's going to be looking other than you at all the imperfections. That's your cute little mini Easter basket. What do you guys think? Of course, you know, it gets cuter. So you're just pinching all of that and playing with all of it and making that paper lay and fold just where you're happy with it. If you want to, you can round that a little bit more. We still need to put our tag on it. But so stinking cute, and it's just folded paper. See, I'll show you like this one. It's just tucked in there. I mean, it stays really well. So I don't know. This one was a little bit more of a struggle. Okay, so let me grab. This was just some Easter grass that I got at the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna put some green in this one. Let me see if I can pull some of this apart. You don't need a whole bunch. Wad it all up and stuff it in there. And then I took my scissors and I just kind of, where are my scissors? Cut the little stranglers, stragglers. And then you just take your pieces of candy and stick your candy in your little basket. And take your little name tag. Again, if you wanted to put their names on it, you would face this part up because it'd be on your plate and they would all know where to sit. I think that would just be stinking adorable. I'm trying to get this to where, let me go this way. That way it's sitting on the right side and it's a little bit more eye-pleasing. And you make your little bow. What do you guys think? So stinking cute, right? Okay, now we have to decorate it. One last thing. And what I used to decorate it was, again, this Storybook Moments. And I've shown this off before. This has beautiful paper with it. And it goes with this Stampin' die. You could easily not have this paper, stamp this bunny, use your blends, color him, and then die cut him out. Because we have this die cuts him out. There's a couple of different dies in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bunny dies that cut out some of the paper. And I'll show this paper off to you again. I'm going to try not to lose all these little pieces. That's why I have it in here. So let me, okay. So you get 2 sheets of these. And these are just little, they're already die cut, you just pull them apart. And so you could use any of these characters. I used this bunny right here for this one. And I used, where's he at? I don't even see him on there. But I used him off of another one. I may have actually, you know what? I think I cut him out of the paper. I'll show that to you here in a second. And I think I cut him out of the paper. So you can see they just kind of come out. So you have to be careful with this because once I'm done with this and this is no longer current, I will punch all of these little pieces out and I will stick them in an empty DVD case. That's basically what these are. And I will put that right next to this on my shelf when I put it away so that it's next to it when I go to use it and want it next time. But until it retires, which is going to be another year because this is in the new catalog, it'll stay in here so that I can keep it all together. But these papers, so there's 2 pieces of the little punch outs. There's 2 pieces of each of these too. So here's the front, here's the back, and I've shown this paper off before. Here's the front, here's the back, here's the front, here's the bunny that I've used for this one, and then this bunny right here with the lettuce is what I've used on this one. And then it also cuts out this little guy with the radish and this little guy right here. So it cuts out several of these. If you wanted to fussy cut, which I'm not a big fussy cut person, you could come in here and, you know, do any of these. But, oh, and here's the back. I forgot to show that. Here's the front. Got some little squirrels. There's the back. I love that piece right there. That is darling. Thanks, Mom. And then this one you can cut into little frames and use on your cards. And here's the back. And again, there's 2 sheets of each, which basically if you liked each sheet of paper, if you like the front and the back, you would have 1 of each. Hopefully that makes sense. So I've already, I think, let me get back in here to these little punch outs. I think I had a couple, maybe not, punched out already, ready to go. I thought I did. Hold on. Maybe I stuck them in here because I do that from time to time. Nope. So I guess I don't. So I guess we will cut out one of them. Who do we want to use on our, he looks kind of manly on this. So let's go back with this one that has the bow tie. Let's see, do I have a piece? I could have sworn, bear with me a second. I did, they're right here. Hold on. Oh, they were being covered. However, these are the little guys, and I think when I was doing these, I was holding these little guys up, and I mean, they fit well, but the bigger guys are nicer. They kind of cover up this seam a little bit more, but you could definitely use the small guys or the bigger guys. In fact, I might use, you could probably even put 2 of them on there if you use the small ones. No, I like just 1. This or that, it's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. Let's cut out one of the big ones though, because that's really what I want to do. I'm just looking at this to make sure, are there any in here that I want to use on this? But I don't think so. I think I just want to cut out a piece out of my paper. So let me pull in. Are there any big ones on that one? Nope. Okay. Before I cut into a new sheet, I just wanted to make sure. So I'm just going to take my paper snips. I'm going to go over here to this side guy right here. And cut him out. And then I'm gonna push my Easter baskets off to the side and bring in my Big Shot. I still have not broken down and gotten the new Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss. I just want to spend my money on stamps and pretty papers and not another machine. You guys understand that, right? Okay, so I'm going to try to put this on here and not move him. I think yeah, I did good. Run this through. And then it just cuts him out perfectly. Put this off to the side. Get it out of my way. And I'm just going to take a dimensional Where are my dimensionals? And I'll probably put 2 on, yeah, I'll probably put 1 down here and little one up here. Bring back in my little basket, get my little ribbon out of the way, and stick him right there. How cute! I love them. All right, that is the last of our Easter projects, guys. Easter will be here next week. Speaking of next week and Easter, I will not be doing a Facebook Live next weekend. I have family coming in from Texas, and we're gonna spend Saturday with them, and then, of course, Sunday we have Easter. So we'll be busy hunting eggs with the grandkids. And then when we come back the week after, I will have the new catalog goodies. So we'll be showing off some new product and doing a little show and tell. I still can't show you the catalog yet, but that will be on probably Saturday, April 26th. In the morning at 10 a.m. And then we'll be starting new products after that, because the catalog will go live not that next weekend, but the weekend after. So stay tuned for lots of new goodies. But next weekend, again, I will not be doing a Facebook Live. So hopefully you guys all have a fabulous and wonderful Easter weekend. You've got some family and friends to enjoy it with and hunt some eggs, and you guys just enjoy it. Take some time off. We all need rest and relaxation. I've been trying to do a little bit more of that since we've been so busy at my real job, my 9-to-5 job. Anyway, you guys take care, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.